What's up, people? How you doing? Your girl Adeola is back again. It's been a while. I missed you all. I hope you're all well. I'm well too. And yeah, first of all, let me just talk about YouTube. And now it's such a challenge these days for us YouTubers because it's not like it used to be in the past. Nowadays, apart from having a burnout, YouTube is not all it's called out to be. Yes, you can make tons of videos. You need to promote these videos. You need to make these videos likable and suitable to watch, and so many things you just need to do. But most importantly, you need consistency. Yeah, consistency. And there's not enough time in the world to be consistent these days because man must eat. And to be honest, you can't call YouTube a side hustle anymore. Yeah, you can't call it a side hustle because it's more like, how do I put it? It's more like you need tons of requirements to meet up with YouTube. You need thousands of watch hours. You just have to keep it coming, and you have to make sure that you have these views. And at the end of the day, if you can't meet up, you have a burnout. So, and you can get paid at the end of the day. So it's really going to be a beautiful thing if YouTube tries to make one of these rules a little flexible for YouTubers and to encourage people who want to actually go into media activities to be more on YouTube and to bring out their best. Yes, today I would like to talk about social habits you must avoid. There are some bad social habits you must avoid, and you must find a way to break them totally. One of the things that baffles me is how people end up getting out of control. Yes, there are some people that have this mentality. If you're one of those people that have this mentality that you must get drunk before you have a good time, you must get wild, just try as much as possible to moderate your substance consumption. Your substance consumption. When you're getting a bit too loud, you're getting out of control. When you're spilling your drink, when you are making, I don't know, just making people uncomfortable around you just because you're drinking, it's time to check yourself. It's time to hold your liquor because apart from the fact that everybody can be the same, but there is a good reason for you to get things under control. Another thing is talking too loud. Yes, everybody gets excited, but you just have to know the place and the time where your energy matches the atmosphere. Do you know some people get triggered by loud noises? Actually, it's more like you don't know what other people are going through. You don't know how people with medical situation. You don't know people with panic issues and all that. And apart from that, you just have to understand that you're not the only person at the center of a place. So you might see an old friend and scream in the middle of a place and all that, but you just have to moderate everything and check your voice volume. Make sure that you are able to communicate without making other people uncomfortable. So don't do things to trigger people because people get triggered by all kinds of things. So you have the power to break this bad habit. Then another thing is talking about yourself. Yes, it's good to be open. It's good to be relational, but this is something I would actually like to talk about. When you talk too much about yourself, how do you know you're talking too much about yourself? Talking about yourself, it's not really a problem. Socialization, we're social beings. We need to socialize. But it's not everyone that is worth our time, our attention. So this is a kind of habit that the moment you perceive that you're overdoing it, it's time to control yourself. It's time to check in with yourself immediately. Break this habit and try as much as possible to be not just a talker, but a listener and someone who asks questions. If you talk too much about your triumphs and your failure, and you're not communicating because communication is a give and take thing, it's a two-way thing. People will start avoiding you, and there are some people who don't want the best for you. There are some people that are actually having, let me just say, they're jealous of you. They have jealousy issues. It's like a little monster, tiny little monster that grows quickly inside of them. So be careful who you discuss yourself with. There are some people that will try to press you into a conversation you don't even want to get into. And the moment you feel vulnerable, that's the time they just want to check in with you and mess with you. So talking too much about yourself, make sure it's a two-way thing. Don't overdo it, and learn to ask questions and learn to listen to other people. As a matter of fact, you're going to learn more than just talking the most. Another habit is inappropriate dressing. Like dressing inappropriately is a topic that is kind of sensitive these days, But it's very simple to understand. Just dress the part and look the part. Don't dress for your mood all the time. Don't dress for your mood, actually. Yes, let's be honest with each other. Dress for the situation. Simple. Don't do too much, and sometimes don't underdress for the situation. Just make sure everything is in moderation. We are social beings, so look the part. Check with your friends. Check with wherever you're going. What is the dress code for this particular function or this particular? You should be able to figure some things out on your own, actually, when you are trying to be out there. It's so nice to see you again. It's so lovely to have you around. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Another bad habit is when you actually have this way of thinking everybody wants you around. You go to someone for a favor and you keep going to them all the time. You keep showing up all the time. Let me tell you the truth, you become a burden. And you give them the power to have this, if I can make you, I can break you mentality about you. Those people, they are not your parents. They didn't create you. But don't give people power to feel like I created you, I can break you. Don't let people have that kind of power over you. Moderate your presence and your appearance, the number of appearances you make in the presence of people, needing them. So you can just try other sauce, then try to figure things out on your own. Sometimes don't just focus on one part. Then just because other people are not talking about their problems and you're the only one talking about your own problems doesn't mean that they don't have issues. Don't make it a habit to try to stay in one place expecting too much. Don't be a burden. And at the same time, don't give people power to feel like they have all it takes to make you what you are. And as a matter of fact, don't be that person that is always trying to outsmart yourself. You're always thinking you're smart all the time. It will get to a stage people will tell you they're tired of you. You're always trying to take from this sauce, take from that sauce, and try to pull their legs all the time. Like you're harvesting from people, exploitative behavior. These are the bad habits you should break this moment, this season, this year. And try to make it something that you really don't have to keep doing just probably because it benefits you. Because a bunch of people are like, as long as it's benefiting me, I don't care. No. These are unwanted habits from you. And as a matter of fact, when it gets to a point, it becomes your whole identity rather than you seeing the better version of yourself. Another bad habit is when you ask the wrong questions. Or let me say, you're too invasive. You like asking inappropriate questions that are very, very private, which means none of your business. And you always you know how to just insert these questions into conversations. You know how to digress. You know how to divert. You just have to try and have a level of self-control in that area, because there's so many people doing this thing, especially when people talk about themselves to you. The next thing you start asking them about unexpected, inappropriate questions like, where's your house? How much? It's not like, if you're not helping people, don't ask too many questions from them. Just try and moderate your conversation to a certain level that you can hand the respect of those people, or you can be seen as someone that is approachable. And if you don't even care, just make sure you try to control yourself and break these bad habits, because you know what? You don't really have to be that way. Till I see you again, have a wonderful week. Bye.